34 years ago, Akira Toriyama released a manga. It would become the greatest of all time. It revolutionized the way of storytelling. I want to make an attempt to analyze the underlying psychological significance of Dragon Ball and fathom why it is so popular to date. I invite you to join me. Every character in Dragon Ball has a signature technique. Goku has the Kamehameha, Vegeta the Final Flash, and Piccolo the Devil's Spiral. That's how it's called in German. I like it more than the English Special Beam Cannon. What is the meaning of a signature technique? It is your skill. It is your way. It is the way you are and how you can manipulate your environment. It is the best you've got. It is you in spiritual form. That's what makes a signature skill such a powerful tool. We have no problems understanding it. Defeating an enemy with your signature skill is like prevailing in the world by telling truth. It is the ultimate way of prevailing. It is not only prevailing, but winning spiritually and morally, and we humans feel that. That is the reason why we are struck in awe when we see Goku using his Kamehameha versus Vegeta in his first fight.
Kakarot! Dodge this next attack if you can! But know that if you do, your precious little planet will be gone! No, you can't! The choice is yours, Kakarot! But either way, you are going to perish! No, not yet! I'm worn out! I don't have any time! It's now or never! KO times 3!
For me, this was the iconic scene that changed anime and manga forever. Goku, who was technically weaker than Vegeta, defeated him by sacrificing his health and his last strength reserves. In this moment, he represented the archetype of the eternal struggler who is doomed and who manages to overcome his almost certain demise. And by doing so, he saves his family, his friends, and the whole world. At this point, the legendary character Goku was born into our spiritual realm. He penetrated our unconscious and reminded us of a great hero myth. Let us briefly analyze Goku's character. He is not very smart, but very skilled and resourceful in martial arts. His naive and pure character represents the good In a sense, he is a holy idiot, much like Homer Simpson. Now, what is a holy idiot? A holy idiot is a person that does not understand much, but it understands the most important truths, like protecting lives or being responsible for your family and not shy away from it. Let us analyze the theme of ascension in Dragon Ball. Ascension is something very special in the artistic world. We do not have to understand it with our mind, it is enough if we understand it with our heart. Ascension represents growth, growth of your strength, and more importantly, growth of your moral character. And growth is connected to admiration. The characters I relate to the most are Vegeta and Piccolo. Both of them experience great growth of character, and I think Vegeta takes the lead because he is not as demasculized as Piccolo. I mean, come on, you make the formerly most brutal supervillain a babysitter for the whole Goku family. But that's only how I feel about it. Piccolo undoubtedly is still a great character. Super Saiyan forms describe the most significant form of ascension in Dragon Ball. There is an interesting evolution in the Super Saiyan forms of Goku. Now, I am no fan of Dragon Ball Super Saiyan forms because everything that changes is hair color or shiny sparkles. More so, I like the Dragon Ball Z forms, as well as the Super Saiyan 4 form from GT. I will explain to you why. First of all, do you notice something throughout Goku's ascension to more and more powerful forms? Look at his eyes and his expression. I believe that the more he ascends and grows, the more he turns into a man. His first form looks the youngest. He has big eyes, which are a sign of naivety. His posture signifies that he is ready to conquer the world. The expression in the second form changes towards seriousness. His eyes narrow, and he looks more furious. He looks like he is struggling. The third form has a drastically changed face and longer hair. In addition, it looks more calm and determined. His posture is that of confidence. The look on his face communicates that you don't want to fuck with him. That is a trait of a strong man. The reason I picked Goku's fourth form from GT is because I see an even further development into masculinity. In fact, Goku has become an animal. He has hair and a tail. This is the saga of Son Goku, the Monkey King. It is obvious that the more he ascends, the more he grows into a man, until the point when he transcends and becomes an animal. That is what grown men are, tamed animals that can direct their animalistic aggression and bloodthirst at a target to help them reach their goals. Dragon Ball resonates directly within man. It is the unconscious goal of man to cultivate the spirit and contribute to society, at least if they are oriented properly. Let us talk about the meaning of shouting in Dragon Ball. The first time a Saiyan transcends his limitations, he shouts, sometimes for several minutes. But why do Saiyans need to shout to outgrow their physical boundaries? Shouting is a consequence of unbearable pain. To transcend your limitations, you have to transform into something different. Transformation is an ability of nature, and it comes with tremendous pain. Transformation is death and creation at the same time. Old brain structures have to die off, and new ones have to be created. This explains the exciting moments of ascension in Dragon Ball. So, why is Dragon Ball so successful? Because it speaks to the heart of the man. Thank you for watching.